Greetings from Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, as a couple of teams get set to square off in the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tar Heels offense will have the football first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
And not the optimum setup to try to salvage the opening drive with a 3rd and long. Lopez wants to fire. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We got to rattle him. We got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Got it near midfield. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Georgia's offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Humphreys. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. It's good from 58 yards out.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity to put 3 on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Lopez to pass. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Hunt is on its way. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. To the air on first down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Gets open down the middle. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Just keeps slinging it. He makes the grab. 2nd down coming up. The play action fake. Running into the open space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Takes the handoff. It's Robinson. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. To the air. It's Stockton. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Pulls it and fires to the left.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards then.
Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. Splits the uprights right down the middle. The lead is 6 in the first.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. They go to the wide receiver screen. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Nichols.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Lopez wants to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Hunt is on its way. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Handoff from the shotgun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They'll move the tight end. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fears the pressure. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Lopez to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Heaves it deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. This should be the last play of the quarter. Gives it on the option. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end. They're dealing with a second and long. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. Wants to throw again. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They'll give it to the back. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. He has the first and still on his feet. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Bulldogs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Get it out on the screen.
And man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down.
Absolutely perfect. They're now up 9-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Lopez wants to fire.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the ground with the back. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. But generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 20, he's got space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Got his man quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Got his man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. They'll move the wide receiver. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tar Heels will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to...
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. It's Wilkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Ready to cut one loose. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Nichols. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off play action on 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Now the play fake. Grabs it in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Good call, good execution. execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Trying to take it back.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play. But there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Lopez to pass. Under fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Got it in the middle, it's Wilkins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. On third down, he drops the throw. Grab behind the line. It's French. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. The lead is now back down to 9.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Snagged out of the air. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half. This Gasparilla Bowl has lived up to expectations. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Gasparilla Bowl.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Humphries. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Going right to work up top. The sure hands, it's Culliver.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. He lofted high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving.
Well, he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to pass, it's Stockton. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. Georgia sends out the punt team. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Pulls it in, it's shipped. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Grab near the sticks, it's shipped. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Motion from the wideout. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Lopez wants to fire. They're setting up the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese David.
There he goes. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Looking for a gap. It's Frazier. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Makes the grab on the left. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Still on his feet. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Lopez to pass. Throwing right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. After the misfire now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. Gets him free. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. The give to the lone running back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Lopez wants to fire. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got a man. It's Shipp. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Tar Heels will punt it away on fourth down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Catches it at the 30. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Lopez to pass. Finds his man. It's French.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter of space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive.
Turning it on! Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Lopez wants to fire. Pulls it in. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Sends it back in motion. Off the play fake on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Rushes on him. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. Lofts one high and deep. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to sneak it. Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. Touchdown, Dogs! And the beatdown has ensued.
And the offense is so lucky. That easily could have been a massive turnover in the end zone, but Johnny on the spot, able to pounce on it. And the end result is what they were hoping for anyway. It's a touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Lopez to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Schiff. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The give as they work on that clock. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. He's in open space downfield. He's piled up 76 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. They'll move the wide receiver. Power football with the run. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Dogs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia! They finish it off with a touchdown and seal up this game.
Yeah, this might be what you call garbage time, and might not really matter because you know the game's out of reach, but I like it. Keep executing. Keep finding some more plays. Hey, maybe you find a play later on down the season that you might come back to and say, hey, this actually worked in this situation.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. RPO complete to open the drive. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run play action. He's taking the deep shot. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Lopez wants to fire. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Now on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. And the defense got it. Racing down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, North Carolina. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Give to the running back. Runs through the tackle. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.